If you've looked in the mirror lately and thought, whose body is this? Or if you feel less confident because of weight gain or aging, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about things that no one talks about midlife body image and how you can feel confident again and good in your own skin. So it's going to be a good one. Grab your coffee and let's get into it.
Let's go.
Do men have midlife body image issues? Yeah, they do. That's why they get toupees.
Yes, that's funny you say that. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering, we're in 2025. Are men still doing that?
No, they're going to Turkey and getting a hair transplant.
Implants, yes. I know someone who did that actually.
Yeah.
Or how about back in the day, like your dad's era, where it would be balding in the middle and they had the hair around the hip.
I don't know why they did that.
That was hideous. And then no one told them, like, sir, that's not attractive or sexy at all. Why didn't your wife tell you that that's hideous?
It was a trend. They don't do that anymore, though, huh?
I'm going to do that for fun. I'm going to find one of those little wigs, put on my head, just see what it looks like. I'm going to recreate it.
You would look instantly like an old man.
Man.
But that was a trend. It has to be like a trend.
Yeah. You know, you watch old movies from the 80s and 90s, you see it like, who told y'all that looks good? I still see some older men with that, actually, in the gym. In the locker room, older men in their 60s and 70s.
My dad even shaved his head eventually. Yeah. Like shaved it, but he was infamous. I used to love it because in school, it was so easy for me to draw my dad. Because it was like black on each side, a mustache. And then it was like, wow, it looks just like my dad.
Damn.
It was easy to draw him.
That's funny.
All right, you guys, we're going to talk about midlife body image and how you might be feeling about it, how to feel better about it. Before we get into that, though, scan the QR code on the screen for all the relevant information, all the links, all the goodies. Follow us on Candidly_with coffee on Instagram. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Share our show with people you might, that might like it.
Please. We drop you guys a lot of information, gems. We show you everything. We're not gatekeepers. A lot of people are gatekeepers. They only give you a little bit of information because they want you to hire them as coaches. But we love to, here you go.
Yeah, they give little teasers, which listen, I do a little bit, but
yeah,
I don't know. I give a lot.
You do.
Yeah, I give
and
a
listen,
lot.
just because
I feel like the giving tree.
Yeah, and listen, even people who have coaches are still unsuccessful in their journey because they're not being accountable. You still need accountability. It's more important than anything. You need to be active in your group if you're part of a community, and you need to be checking with your coaches. And people go ghost. I've had people ghost me that hired me just bye. Like, whoa, crazy, disappear.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Happened to me a few times now.
I know.
Like, they'll pay for the whole year and just
It used to happen more often, but not anymore. I haven't had that happen in a long time.
I feel guilty. I feel bad. Like, I want you to use me. I'm your coach. I don't want you to ghost me.
No, I hate getting ghosted.
It's weird, huh? It makes us feel like
even though like we got your money, but no, I feel bad. I do not like that. I like my clients to be engaged and successful. That's what makes me feel good. That's what makes me fulfilled.
Yes.
I am not like trying to just like take their money and pray that they never reach out.
I recently got asked that in a DM, like what do I like about coaching? I said, helping people, transforming them, and also kick their bad habits and helping them get sober. Because I get guys that have trouble with the drinking and they want to get sober and do better for their families. And it feels good when I can help them, get on that journey.
All right, you guys. So let's dive a little deeper into what happens in midlife exactly, and why do you suddenly look in the mirror and you're like, who am I? I think part of it, obviously there's a lot of things that led to that moment, but part of it is because there's a point in time when you enter a certain age in life where you're rethinking your whole life. It's kind of like you're in that midlife, right? So your kids moved out, your parents, that part of your life is over, like your parents are dying or need your care. They're no longer the leaders of the family. So you're rethinking your whole life. You're kind of like getting ready to like really evaluate your life. And so sometimes it's the first time you stop and really look at yourself and go like, I don't like what I see. Like I don't feel even comfortable in my own skin. You're like taking stock in everything, and one of those things is the way you look. suddenly.
And let's talk about the uncomfortable elephant in the room. A lot of that too is you don't even feel comfortable with your own spouse because of the way you look.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people.
You avoid. You avoid it.
Now, I do feel that it's worse than ever for women in midlife. You're aging and things are changing. And let's be real. We took it for granted when we were in our 20s. It sucks because I'm like, dang, I really wish I would have looked in the mirror at my neck more when I was in my 20s. I really wish I would have enjoyed having a nice tight neck, but I took it for granted. I just thought it would be like that forever. I didn't pay attention to it. And now I see my loose neck, so part of it is we're just more hyper fixated and we didn't enjoy when it was good.
Yeah.
But part of it is also societal pressures because it's worse than ever for people who are in midlife now, because this is the first time ever that someone in midlife has constant comparisons in their face with people who alter and filter and augment their pictures and social media videos. And so you're comparing yourself to something that's not even real, or a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of the actual population that is perfection at 55 years old or whatever. Not a stretch mark, no cellulite. And so
perfect shape, perfect health.
So even if it is real,
outliers.
It's not common, but yet that's what we see, right? It's what we're compared to.
Yeah.
It's what we think other people then look at that and think we should look like that.
Well, what used to mess up women mentally? Let's stay on this subject real quick. Is swimsuit magazines and model magazines, and a lot of women had body dysmorphia, thinking, I gotta starve myself to get to look like her, because it was before social media, so magazines were a thing.
100%.
And I remember I used to mess women up mentally.
Yeah.
They look at these women and these celebrity women and you can't, what do they say? Comparison is the thief of joy. You can't. You don't know their journey or what they're doing.
Yeah. And also it's kind of okay, you've lost your identity. And then you're, like I explained, you're grieving your old body. Why didn't I,
Yes.
why didn't I enjoy it back
True.
then? But the truth is, back then you were worried about something else. You were complaining about something else.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the saying, I wish I was fat like back then? Because back then you weren't really fat, but you thought you were fat.
Right. That's so true. You're right. You're right. I hear a lot of men talking to men saying man, I used to be so yoked in my 20s and lifted all this weights, and now I'm got this dad bod that I hate. I said, well, you know what? It's not too late, man. I'm living proof. I'm 50. Trust me. You just got in your head that you're tapping out. You don't have to tap out. You've tapped out mentally, but you can get it back. It's not too late, you guys. Believe you and I. Look at us. We have the blueprint.
Yeah, for sure. And it's okay to recalibrate your expectations too. And I want to get into that, but let's take a little break for Mega Fit Meals and Quince, and we'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm all about making life easier while staying on track with your health and fitness goals. And that's why I love Mega Fit Meals. Mega Fit Meals is your go-to for macro-friendly meal prep that tastes amazing. Whether you're crushing your fitness goals or you just want a convenient way to eat clean and delicious meals, MegaFit has you covered. They've got everything from high-protein favorites to keto-friendly options and everything in between. Plus, the meals come perfectly portioned, ready to heat and eat, saving you time and stress. And the best part, you can save on your orders by using my code, JEANINE, at checkout. Head over to megafitmeals.com and check it out. Don't forget to use my code, JEANINE, because when life gets busy, MegaFit Meals keeps you on track. Today's episode is brought to you by Quince, and I have to tell you, I'm in my quality era right now, and Quince is exactly what I needed. Look, I used to be all about designer labels, even when the quality was, let's just say, not great. But now I'm way more focused on investing in pieces that actually feel amazing, hold up, and are worth my money. And that's where Quince comes in. They've got the most beautiful, high-quality clothes. We're talking about luxe fabrics, timeless styles, and shockingly good prices because they skip the crazy markups. And it's not just clothes. I'm about to redo my entire bedroom with their gorgeous linen bedding. And I already know it's going to feel like a fancy hotel at home. So if you're ready to upgrade your wardrobe and your space with pieces that actually last, do yourself a favor and check out Quince. You can thank me later. Scan the QR code on the screen or head to the link in the description. It's bit.ly/Janine E. That's bit.ly/Janine E to shop Quince today. All right, you guys. So I will say, I'm not going to sit up here and give you the whole politically correct, just love yourself as you are. I don't entirely subscribe to that mentality.
Nope.
I think that there's a little bit of like in like the terms of these days, toxic positivity.
Facts.
No. Okay. Because a lot of times you're lying to yourself.
Yes. And this might be a little off topic, but look at Lizzo, for example. Lizzo turned a corner and people got mad at her because Lizzo said, you know what? Something scared her. Either she had a health scare, maybe a minor stroke, or someone was knocking at the door, but she changed her ways and she got a lot of hate for it because she's lost a lot of weight.
Do you remember when I predicted that? I told you, I said, I'm going to make a prediction. It was like 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
I said, Lizzo is going to lose weight and get hate. Remember?
Lose weight and get hate.
Lose weight and get hate.
Adele is another one.
Yeah.
Adele completely transformed, got hate. Instead of people celebrating like, wow, good job, they hate. It's crazy to me, the society that we're in, the standards, like the thinking.
I do feel, however, that it the whole like love yourself as you are, blah, 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 it doesn't really work, okay? It's just, like I said, toxic positivity. However, it is okay to recalibrate your expectations. Like, I feel like years ago, I held myself to a more like, oh, I can't have any cellulite, and I hated my stretch marks, and even my neck. I talk about it, and it bothers me, but it doesn't cripple me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't bring me to my knees or anything. I talk about it mainly because I use it as like, talking points to talk about things, but I have recalibrated my expectations for myself. Like, I feel good at this for my age. You know what I mean? Like, I feel good and I work really hard to be where I'm at. But I think my old mentality would still be unhappy with where I am right now. It's like, my skin elasticity could be better, cellulite. But I can honestly tell you, no, I'm okay with it. And I think that that's part of that is like you have to accept the things. Okay, I think it's an addiction, like what they say in AA, but it's the what is that? It's I don't know. It's a prayer, but you have to accept the things you cannot change.
I know which.
It's that prayer that they talk about in AA.
Yes, I've been in AA, yes.
It's you have to accept the things that you cannot change.
That's it.
Acceptance. So I think it starts with that. And you have to also know you're not alone, okay? I promise you that. I promise you that you're in the majority, not the minority. If you've got cellulite, you're losing skin elasticity, your neck is sagging, your face is drooping, all of that. So you can do what's within your control. And I think part of being happy with yourself and accepting yourself is knowing that you are doing what's within your control. I think that the people that are the most negative towards themselves, they're so negative to themselves that they're not actually doing anything about it. And so part of that negativity comes with the fact that they know they're not even trying to do anything about it. Like, I'm just a fat ass and this and that.
And that's how they talk to themselves too. And they believe that. So by believing that and talking to yourself like that, well, that's what you're just going to be. Until you say, you know what? I'm tired of looking this way and feeling this way. It's time for a change. It's time for me to put one foot in front of the other, step by step, and take action. And that's what people aren't doing. They're not taking action.
No, what's within your control?
They're wallowing.
It's not within my control to do anything beyond some, good lotioning my body really good or whatever and maintaining my diet. But my cellulite is there. I'm not willing to go spend thousands of dollars to fix my cellulite. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay.
That's it.
I'm okay. And true acceptance improves your body image. You will feel more confident because you're accepting it and you're like, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
But if you're lying to yourself and you haven't been able to find that acceptance, then you're not going to really have true confidence. It's fake. It's like sometimes it's fake confidence and deep insecurity, and that's the worst. That is the worst. And Lizzo had that for a long time because she was like, "Oh, I love being big and blah blah blah."
She was pushing the positivity movement
too
like
much.
you said.
If you're talking about if it's that true that you're that okay with it, it wouldn't even be an issue. It wouldn't always be something you discussed.
True.
You know?
True.
I mean, it takes work, let me tell you. But it starts with how you're talking to yourself, number one.
Yes.
And number two, it starts with, are you taking action on the things that are within your control? Or do you just want to be heard complaining so that people think you care, but you really don't? But you really don't want to do anything about it.
No. A lot of people just want to complain.
Right.
For sure. They just want to complain. They want an ear to listen. Like, oh, yeah, it's all right, girl. I feel you. You know, they're like cheerleaders to each other. Stop lying. You know you're not happy with the way you feel or the way you look. But you don't want to do nothing about it. You just want to complain.
Yeah.
And then you want to blame everything else out there. You want to come for the chemicals in the food because I hear it a lot, or this or that. Or you want to blame McDonald's. It's none of their fault. That's all in your control, what you put into your mouth. Sorry.
So there's some tips on how to feel more confident are you got to focus on what your body does for you. You know what I mean? Like I've been journaling. Hello, in the mornings I've been journaling. Actually at night too a little bit. But I've been journaling for 30 minutes in the morning. I have calm and peace. And I think like, wow, I was able to lift myself up out of bed this morning and walk down the hallway and feed the dog like that. You can't take that for granted. Like my legs worked when I woke up. Was able to walk.
And that right there, people take for granted every day.
Yeah.
I woke up out of bed 3 days ago in the most pain I've ever had in my life in my hip. And you made fun of me like, babe, you might need a hip replacement. I've never felt that. It's crazy. It's a mystery to me. And it hurt real bad. It felt like somebody hit me with a baseball bat on my hip bone. And it hurt for a day, real bad. And it messed my sleep up. The next day, I felt it a little more. And the following days, capiche, gone. I'm like, oh my God, I don't take nothing for granted.
So yeah, gratitude. So you have to, if you start with a place of gratitude and you think to yourself like, I have stretch marks, but there's women out there that would have given their right arm to bear a child.
Yes.
And
so
I
true.
was able to do that. I'm grateful for that. So I'm grateful for these stretch marks.
Yes.
You know, I don't hate them anymore. It's such a beautiful thing for me to say. I really do not. Like, have you ever heard me complain to you like, oh, babe, don't look at my stretch marks? I don't care.
Not once.
Not at all.
I don't care either. I never said
I
nothing.
truly do not care. And it's beautiful because I once bawled my eyes out like for every day for like a month about my stretch marks.
Really?
I was devastated. I remember I would say, it looks like Freddy Krueger attacked me. Yeah, I was just devastated. Yeah, I just thought my life was over. I hated my body.
Yeah.
So I know what that felt like. And I know what it feels like too. You know what? They're still there. And I just accept them. And yes, I have a huge tattoo on my stomach because during that insecure time in my life where I didn't accept them, I hated them. I did that. I can honestly tell you now, if I had not had the tattoo, I would be fine with them. But you see them elsewhere anyways. It's not like it's covered. I have them everywhere. I have them on my legs, on my butt. They're everywhere. And they don't bother me because I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I was able to have 2 kids. I was able to carry them myself. My body worked, and not everybody has that privilege.
No, you're right. They don't.
You know, so part of that body positivity and that confidence is to be grateful for the things your body has done for you.
Yep.
Because if you're alive, there's things to be grateful for, and your body's part of that reason.
And we take that for granted every day. You're alive. Remember that. There's people who are not going to wake up. When you listen to this episode, I believe it's, I looked it up recently. It's 150,000 people a day die worldwide. A day. 150,000 around the world. According to Google and ChatGPT. I was just curious how many people die a day.
That's depressing. You really looked that up?
Yeah. I don't know why. I got just curious.
That's so morbid.
Yeah.
Okay, another tip, because we're all about giving the tips here. I love this one. Dress for right now. Dress cute right now. Find a cute outfit right now. Don't dress for someday. Dress for now. Buy things that fit you right now. That will make you feel better. Don't wait until you lose 20 pounds. Oh, I'll treat myself when I lose. No. Dress cute now. Put your makeup on now. Get ready and treat yourself to things that make you feel good now. That's what's going to help you improve your body image and improve your confidence.
That's true.
You know, I mean, I recently, like, you know, I've kind of got into watching makeup tutorials. So I've been all into, like, it's been like my little hobby. It's fun.
And I always say that, like, that makes women feel good. It doesn't matter. And women of all ages, sizes, it doesn't matter where they're at in life. That's one thing that makes women feel good is makeup.
Because it always fits.
Bingo.
It always fits. Shoes. True. And shoes don't even always fit if you gain too much weight.
Yeah.
But shoes, I remember when I was not feeling good, I would either buy makeup or shoes because clothes was not always fun.
Cooperative.
No, it was not. I remember there was a time, but I would, when I was on my weight loss journey, my big weight loss journey, there was a time when I would treat myself every time I like lost some weight. I would go to Old Navy because that's where I spent a lot of time at Oak Ridge Mall with Tyler in the stroller. I would go to Old Navy and I would try on the next size down. And if it fit, I would buy them. There was a time in my closet, I had every size that Old Navy carried, like from size 14 all the way down to size 2 or 0.
Wow.
I had every single size of jeans because I would treat myself.
How good did that feel, though, to do that, to be sizing down?
It was a good feeling.
I know.
It was a good feeling. It was working, you know, and I felt good. And every size down I got, I was proud of myself and felt good.
Yeah, for sure.
So
you
I
earned it.
celebrated my current state instead of always waiting. I was celebrating as I went. I was celebrating the small wins, right?
Yes.
It didn't feel so insurmountable. But imagine if I was size 14 and I thought, well, I'm going to treat myself to a pair of jeans when I'm a size 2. I would have waited a long ass time.
Yeah.
No, you celebrate along the way.
It keeps you motivated, inspired that it's just working. Now on to the next size. Oh, I'm a 12, I'm a 10, I'm an 8. And you just keep pushing.
Mm-hmm. Another thing, you guys, is curate your social media. Okay? Don't be watching people that make you feel insecure or make you feel bad about yourself. If they make you feel, it's okay. It's not anything bad on them. You know, if my account bothers you and makes you feel bad about yourself, by all means, unfollow me.
Yes.
That is not the goal. The goal is not that, but it may not be the goal of some people's accounts. I'm not saying that they are bad people, but for whatever reason they make you feel bad, unfollow them, because that feeling is not what's going to get you out of this headspace.
Yeah,
that's just going to push you down deeper.
Yeah, if you're not in alignment or you don't like what they have to say or you don't like what you're hearing, then exactly, unfollow, move on. That's it.
So that's an important one, especially like your Explore page or unfollow on Instagram, unfollow. Maybe you're following someone. Have you ever wondered why? Why am I following this account? Like maybe at some point I followed, like, why the hell have I not unfollowed this account?
Yeah, right.
Sometimes I forget to unfollow.
I know. You know, I go through my Instagram sometimes. I'm like, cleanup time.
Find your why beyond weight. That's very important. I did that recently for the first time in my entire life. In the past, couple years, my purpose switched. My goal, my big goal is, I always say I want to live until at least 90, but my 90s. I want to live long enough to where my kids are also old. They're also elderly.
And the mind is powerful. If you tell yourself that.
I do believe that.
And you believe that, it'll happen.
The
mind is powerful. People just don't know how to tap into it. We always talk about mindset, and you hear it a lot. It goes over people's heads. They really don't understand mindset. They just hear it so much. You have to be in tune with your mind. You have to tell your mind things like,
true.
I'm gonna do this. Nothing's gonna stop me. I refuse to lose. I'm gonna make it to my 90s. And you tell yourself that, I believe it too. Even me having a stroke, I'm gonna live into my 90s with you.
Yeah, as long as you say it, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
All right, you guys, on that note, we're gonna talk about mindset shifts after this break. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a minute to talk about something that has truly been a game changer for Mike and I. HRT, and peptides from Transcend. If you've been following our journey, you know that we're all about thriving, not just surviving, especially at 49 and 50 years old. Thanks to Transcend, we're looking and feeling our absolute best. Their personalized approach to hormone optimization and peptides has helped us boost energy, improve recovery, and stay on top of our game. And here's the best part. You can experience the same transformation. Transcend offers customized treatments designed just for you. Whether it's hormone balance, better sleep, or more energy, they've got you covered. Are you ready to get started? Use our exclusive link, transcendcompany.com/ESCO Elite. Book your consultation and take advantage of a 15% new patient discount. Don't wait. Your best years are still ahead, and transcendcompany.com can help you. Head to transcendcompany.com/ESCO Elite today and take the first step toward looking and feeling your best. Trust me, you won't regret it. Okay, guys, so I have to tell you about my favorite supplement brand. If you're not new here, you know it's 1UP Nutrition. This is probably the only time in my entire life that I've been this consistent with my supplements. And let me tell you, it's been a game changer. Their Gut Health Plus and Daily Cleanse have completely transformed my digestive health. I feel amazing and I'm never bloated. And don't even get me started on their protein powders, from the refreshing lemon Italian ice clear protein that I add to my yogurt pretty much daily these days, and their peanut butter cookie ISO protein powder. I mean, their flavors are absolutely delicious. It's like having a treat while staying on track with your goals. If you're ready to level up your nutrition and try supplements that actually work and taste amazing, you're going to love 1UP Nutrition as much as I do. Just head over to oneupnutrition.com, use code Janine at checkout for a discount, and try some of my favorites and start feeling your best today, because your health deserves the best, and so do you. All right, so we're going to talk about mindset shifts for confidence, but I would like to say, for the longest time now, I've been saying I want to live till 90. Then I started to think, shoot, I keep fixating on 90. I'm going to probably die on my birthday when I turn 90. Like, I better just shift my mindset to the 90s. I got to shoot for the stars.
Hundreds.
You know what I always tell my clients? Shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
My one client, shout out Tina, she said, is my goal, maybe my goals aren't starry enough. Is my goal starry enough? So, like, listen, my thing is this. If you shoot for the stars, but you fall a little short, you're still in the sky.
That's very true. And a lot of times that scares us. Think big, like in business.
Think big.
We get scared, like, oh, you think I can make that kind of money? Yeah, you could. Your mind is your only limitation, honestly.
It's so true. It really is.
I think people think like certain individuals have certain skills or genetics. No, they have a strong mindset and work ethic, and they put one foot in front of the other and they keep pushing. And even when they get knocked down, so-called fail, no, you're learning lessons along the way. You keep pushing. You don't stop. I
mean, it goes without being said, but stopping the negative self-talk is huge if you're trying to build your confidence.
Huge. You know where I first heard that at? Honestly, I used to watch Mike Tyson, his podcast, when he first came around, and he said that don't talk negative of yourself. Your subconscious is going to believe that. And I used to be like, damn, I never thought of it like that. You know, he kind of opened up my mind to it. He would say it, and he would say it a lot very often on his podcast.
Oh, I remember what I was saying right when we left, when we shifted. I was talking about how it's in the actions that you take that you get the confidence. It's not just about, oh, you're following a program to lose weight. You're following a program because it's going to build your confidence just by taking positive actions. I know you know this because don't you automatically, like, you start a program, you're on track for a week, you already feel good. You haven't lost any weight.
No.
But you already feel good. You have like a pep in your step.
Consistent. And you feel good about being consistent.
You just feel good that you're doing something. You're taking action.
Yes.
So it improves your confidence right off the bat. You may not even, that's why I talked about it in like a few episodes ago. We were talking about vacations and getting vacation ready and getting your outfits. You don't even have to get your goal weight. Like if you start like trying to do a couple things to feel better before you go on vacation, you're going to feel better on your vacation, even if you've only lost a few pounds, because you built confidence and just increased your self-esteem just by taking action and working on something and having some progress.
Yep.
So like it doesn't mean you don't have, it's almost like two different things are happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Your body is transforming or not, and your mentality is getting better or worse, right? Two different things are happening at the same time. A lot of times, unfortunately, those worlds have a hard time connecting and becoming one and congruent.
So true.
You'll have someone who's, not confident, but they've got a six pack. They did all the work, they lost all the weight, but the mental state and the confidence building hasn't caught up yet.
You're so right. And we witnessed that firsthand. Many trainers in the gym are confident in their environment. Get them outside their environment, they're a total different person. Confidence is gone. I've seen it firsthand. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I think, and if you think that you envy people that like are super fit and you look at them and go, oh, I wish I could be them. They must be so confident. Most of the time, they're not actually.
Listen, and even, we should say this, and even girls who are pretty, attractive, beautiful, a lot of them are insecure. It used to blow me away. Like, wait a minute, have you seen yourself in the mirror? But they have some kind of hang up, whether it could be trauma from their childhood. I don't know what they went through. Maybe they were an overweight kid. They did transform, but somehow they still, something is there, and it used to trip me out. Like, why are they so insecure or jealous? They have no reason to be. Like, I couldn't, back then when I was younger, I couldn't grasp why. It didn't make sense to me.
I know.
Like, here's this girl who's twice your size and she has more confidence than you do. You know what I
Because
mean?
it boils down to, you think that it's your appearance and only your appearance.
No.
But it is not. If you think, and if you think that, and then you only focus on that, you don't do any of the other work. You don't practice gratitude, appreciate your body, pay attention to how you feel, have goals that are not related to your weight. If you ignore all that stuff and just focus on what you look like and that's it, you know what's going to happen? You're going to reach that goal and you're going to look in your mirror and go, I'm still not happy. I thought I would be happy. I thought I would feel totally different.
Yeah. Or I've had clients where they've had big weight loss transformations. This was on our personal trainer, females, and they'll still see the big girl in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
That's pretty common.
Yeah.
It's like a body dysmorphia of some sort. So don't think that you can do, that you could skip the work, the internal work, because building confidence and feeling like yourself and comfortable in your skin is internal work. It's not external work. That's separate. Do you agree?
Agree, 100%. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'll use me as an example. I look back at some pictures where you were well put together, competition days, and here I am with my shirt off, like having no business having my shirt off, I'm being honest. Like, whoa, what was I thinking? I was still confident, that's why. It didn't bother me that I was overweight and carrying extra luggage on my abdomen area. I mean, ooh.
I know. I have many times where I look back too, and I think the same thing. I did have, I went through periods of insecurity, but then sometimes I think, gosh, why was I confident during this time?
Yeah, right.
But hey, more power to me.
Yeah.
I guess. But midlife body image struggles are real. It's something that things are changing and your mental state is changing, and the physical changes plus the mental changes collide, and they're like, again, the perfect storm, what I always like to say. But you can improve. You can get better, but you have to work on it. It starts with starting from a place of gratitude. Be grateful for what your body has done for you. Acceptance, accepting the things you can't change. Doing your best on the things you can change, because just the effort and the action will improve your self-confidence and your self-esteem. Just the effort and the action, not even the result. You'll get the increase before you even ever get the result. And then it'll be enjoyable. So what I want you guys to do is take one thing from today to focus on. One thing, whether it's treat yourself to a new outfit, even though you haven't met your goals, or unfollowing on some people, as long as it's not me. No, I'm just kidding. But then you won't be able to let me know. If it's me, then how are you going to let me know that you did this action item? You're going to be like, okay, I'm taking an action, unfollowing you. Bye.
Funny.
But pick something. Let me know down in the comments what it's going to be. And, we'll touch base. We'll see how everyone is doing.
Yes, please do that.
And I do reply to your comments. So if you guys want to chit chat with me, I'll chit chat with you in the comments all day. I've been really good about replying to my comments. I appreciate so much all of the support on my channel of this show. And so that's how I show my gratitude.
And listen, one more thing, not just comments, but if you have a question that something you didn't understand, throw it in there.
Questions.
I do.
I love questions.
For sure. Might be a myth or something.
On the next episode, we're going to talk about midlife weight loss mistakes and why what worked in your 20s doesn't work anymore. It's going to be good. So mark your calendars and we'll see you on the next one.